Good evening, everyone. Big up. Hope you're all well. Fresh from the retro show. So if you was with us earlier on the retro show, thank you for joining us. Big up to everyone. Late night chat. First of all, I would just want to say I'm really sorry about the Sunday. I know some of you look forward to the sit back session as much as I do. I was poorly, guys. I had COVID. Can you believe it? I had COVID and not feeling too good at all, my friends. So do apologise. But everyone in tonight, if you're in tonight, welcome. We're having a little late night chat. We'll have a little chat about Burnley and we'll have a little chat about the Champions League and Arsenal in general. And big up to everyone. Kawaja, absolute legend. Big up to you, my friend. Always a supporter of all the channels. Thank you very much indeed. Supermod as well. And what can I say? There you go. Joseph Connor Golden. Big up DJ, the gent, top man. Great win today. Absolutely, my friend. Great win. Great win. Like they all are at the moment. They're all important at the moment. Let's rack the points up and let's really keep it going. Hopefully, we can be happy gooners. Big up, man, like Danso. Big up, my friend. Welcome to the late night chat. Hope you're well. Paul Nash, big up, big up. Don't have to apologise for being ill, my brother. Yeah, well, you know, it is what it is. I mean, I did try, but I was just laid up, my friend. I was like, it's a really weird one because I've had it before. I've had it about 3 times before. I got COVID when it first came on the scene and no one had really kind of heard about it, to be honest with you. It got me when it first came out and I lost all my taste. And when I was telling everyone I lost my taste, they all thought I was nuts. And then months later, it was it was kind of, you know, part of having COVID. So, yeah, really, really weird one. But came on sort of Thursday and then I'd done a Halloween. I'd done like, you know, Thursday it came on, done a bit of a Halloween thing on Friday. And then, I was real proper rough. So weren't good at all. Weren't good at all, people. Big up, DJ. Waha, glad you're feeling better. Yeah, a lot better today, my friend. A lot better as the week's gone on. Yeah. So thanks for joining on the retro show. I'm really glad that went ahead, to be honest. Shane done a sly one, didn't he? He was all day long behind that Yugoslavia kit, and then he saw the reaction in the chat from the Brazil top. And he swerved one. He hit one low and hard there, people. And I just couldn't get down in time. And he's gone 4-3 up. But it's a marathon, not a sprint. And we'll see where it goes. Sude, you're an absolute legend, my friend. What can I say? Diamond Geezer. Big up DJ being in the chat. Hit the likes and subscribe. Please do, people. Make sure you're hitting those likes and subscribing because it's a tough one. It's a tough one at the moment. Don't apologise for being sick. You lot did DJB dirtier earlier. It wasn't convincing, but it's 3 points. Yep, let's get into it, people. Big up, Joseph. Big up, Kawaja. All of you, my friends. Thank you. The Belgium shirt is a retro classic, mate. Paul, I thought I'd done enough, my friend. I thought I'd done enough. But there you go. They went for the Samba, and the rest is history, as they say. But it is what it is. It is what it is. But you know, we'll get into it. We'll get into it. Don't worry about that. We'll see what we can do, people. So first of all, I want to talk about the weekend. The match against Burnley. Thought the first half we played some good football, and in the second half it was kind of like job done, really. And Burnley didn't offer a lot. I'm a little bit concerned about Saka. I've been watching him very, very closely lately. He doesn't look happy. People are saying he's not fit, but for me, his body language, he just doesn't look happy. When he's playing, he looks tense. He's not playing with a smile on his face. So I don't know whether that's a sign that he's playing with a little bit of kind of pain or he's playing with a little bit of discomfort. But he looks tense to me. He don't look like the happy Saka to me. And players go through this sometimes in their career. They kind of fall out of love with football a little bit. It becomes a chore. And I don't know what you think about Saka. People are saying it's because he's injured. That may well be the case, that he might be injured, but he just don't seem to be playing with a smile on his face. And as I said, I watched him closely. I watched him closely against Burnley. I watched him again tonight, and he was tense. He just didn't. I don't know. I'm not. Normally you see Saka and he's flying and he's got a smile on his face and he's dropping his shoulder and he's doing all sorts of madness. I'm just not getting that from him. Just not getting that from him. Again on Saturday, Burnley. I'm going to go through the key players, guys, because it's the final third that worries me. Defensively, we're flawless. Gabriel is just immense. Timber is just amazing. Calafiori is doing good stuff. And because of the two fullbacks in brilliant form at the moment, we're not getting overloaded, and it's really, really helping the team. So there's not too much to say on the defensive side of things. Saliba's just going through the motions for me. He's not playing badly, but he's not kind of setting the world alight. But I think with Saliba, because he's so consistent and he plays at that one level, he doesn't really get noticed the work he does. His positioning is superb. And his recovery is really, really good. He's not got the hard kind of, how can I say? He hasn't got like the hard hitting like Gabriel's got. But what he has got, he's got that positioning sense, and he just goes through the gears smoothly, doesn't he? He's a smooth player. So defensively, listen, we all know what we're all about defensively. So let's talk about the final third, the attacking bit. Eze. People, Eze. We're not seeing it really, are we, from Eze? We're not seeing it from Eze. Big up, Nicholas. Big up, my friend. Glad you're in. We're not really seeing it from Eze at the moment. Shane played to the crowd. Yeah, he did. He did. And I don't think... I don't know. I mean, Odegaard's going to come back in the team. And at the moment, you'd say Odegaard had stepped right back in and Eze had just come off the bench like he did tonight. Because Eze ain't really doing enough to cement that number 10. And I reckon he's only got a couple of more weeks to really, really make that his own. Or he's going to find himself literally as a bench player, which is something he's not used to. And it's certainly what we never bought him for. We didn't buy Eze to come off the bench. We bought Eze to unlock defences, and we bought Eze to kind of link up with Gyökeres and bring that little bit of magic to the team. And I've got to be honest, I'm not really seeing it. He's steady. He's doing okay. But I'm not really seeing the Eze that I saw at Crystal Palace. I'm not seeing the dangerous Eze. I'm just seeing steady Eze. And is that what the manager's telling him to do? Or is that the way he's just, just setting himself up? So for me, that final third on Saturday showed in stages that we're still not fluid enough going forward. I know we're getting the results. I know we're sitting top, but we still don't look fluid enough going forward to me. And with Saka and Eze not on form, it's a worry. It is a worry. Kawaja, I hope you both keeping well. Big up, Static, my friend. Thank you, my friend. Hope you're well. Yeah, make sure you hit the likes. Everyone hit a like right now, people. Just smash the like on it. And if you haven't subbed, make sure you're subbing. Because I'm sort of stuck in no man's land at the moment with the subs. They go up and then they go down, and then it's just sort of they've kind of leveled out. So if you ain't subbed, or if you're new in and come across the channel, make sure you have a sub as well. Saka's lost his mojo. Paul, listen, a little bit concerning for me. And I don't know whether it's injuries. I don't know whether he's kind of feeling the pressure. But, or is it the captain's thing again? Is it that captain's armband on certain players and they just don't like it? We see it with Odegaard, didn't we? We see it with Odegaard. When Odegaard was made captain, he kind of lost his form and he kind of lost his kind of swagger and happy being on the field. And I'm just wondering whether Saka's suffering from that, you know, because really he's just not playing with a smile on his face anymore. And this is why sometimes when you give the captain's armband to certain players, they don't actually step up for it. They don't like having that responsibility. As much as they wouldn't turn around and go, look, don't give it to me, I don't want to be captain. Some of them don't revel in that. Some players just are not captain material and they don't like it. You give the captaincy to Declan Rice and you won't see much different. In actual fact, you'll probably see even better Declan Rice than what we're seeing now. You give it to Gabriel, you ain't going to see much difference. Perhaps it's a bit of that. I don't know. But listen, we got the 3 points done against Burnley. Second half was a little bit flat for me. And I don't know, what do we do? I mean, are we expecting to blow teams away? Are we expecting too much? Perhaps we want to win 3 and 4-0 every game. And when we don't, we're not happy. Or should we just be happy just winning 1-0s and 2-0s and just getting the 3 points and getting the job done? You know? Yeah, we all want to see more and we want to see more goals. But I don't know. Perhaps this team just hasn't got it in them to score more goals. Because I'm looking at Gyökeres and Gyökeres played his best game. I thought Gyökeres' best game was against Burnley. And that's his best game. But then I look at Merino tonight and Merino scores goals. He hasn't got to keep proving himself, has he? Merino stepped up tonight, 2 goals. The run he made in the first goal, I mean, mind you, the first goal he scored, the marking was terrible. The defenders had all day to mark him. And they was watching him, and he was just in the middle on his own. I mean, good finish, but he was just in the middle of his own. But he's making them runs. And I ain't really seeing that from Gyökeres. The header today, all right, he got his head on it and he was brave. And it was a good ball in from Rice, but I'm not seeing that sort of thing from Gyökeres. So one of the questions that I'm asking myself is the system that we play and the type of midfielders that we've got. Is Merino a better goal scorer at Arsenal than Gyökeres? I'm not saying he's a better goal scorer because Gyökeres' records, that would be disrespecting his records from what he's done in Portugal and everything. I'm just looking at an Arsenal situation. Is he a better striker? Is he a better goal scorer? I know Gyökeres offers you something different, but as an out-and-out goal scorer, is Merino proving to be better than Gyökeres? You know, it's interesting, isn't it? Saka away at Sunderland is not that game, DJB. Nope. He's going to find it tough. He's finding it tough. I don't know whether he's just trying too hard, Joseph. I don't know whether he's just trying a little bit too hard to impress, but he just don't seem to be. I don't know. I wouldn't say he's playing awfully bad. I wouldn't say he's like, but he ain't doing what Saka does. He ain't doing what people expect him to do. And when you've raised the bar and when you've hit that standard, you've got to keep to that standard. That's what makes great players. What makes great players is not reaching that level and dropping off. You didn't see it from Henry when he reached that level. You didn't see it from Bergkamp. You don't see it from the Ronaldos and the Messis, the Pirlos and all of that of the world. The Ibras that I mentioned earlier on. Once they reach that level, they might stumble when they get to that, as they're going up to that level. But once they reach it, they stay there. So as Saka reached his level and he's starting to kind of bottom out, I don't know. He just don't seem to be happy. Saka is class. We're witnessing his entire growth as a man and a footballer. Yeah, could be, Lynch. Could be, my friend. Listen, I don't doubt Saka, and this ain't disrespecting Saka at all. I think he's a wonderful player, and I think he's been brilliant for Arsenal. And let's be honest, he saved this manager's job. If it weren't for Saka, Arteta would have been gone years ago. So because we're Arsenal fans and we all love Saka, we just want the best for him. So when he has taken a little bit of a dip, there's concerns. I'm just people are saying, oh, because he's injured. And that may well be, but I'm just questioning whether he's actually enjoying his football at the moment, because he just don't seem happy. Just don't seem happy. Yeah, really good. Suge, looking forward to the Christmas job as it's going to help for my New York trip next year. Big up, Joseph. Yeah, keep us informed with your New York trip, my friend. I hope it's all going well. I hope it's all going well. He ain't taking on his man with the confidence he used to have. This is it. He's not. He's not. He's hesitant. He's really hesitant going forward. Yeah, you need more from Eze. We'll always want more. Yeah, we need it. We need it, because otherwise, Lynch, you know what's going to happen? Odegaard will be back and he'll be straight into that 10. I think he will anyway. And can we complain? I'm not going to moan, because I just don't think Eze's done enough. I don't think he's done enough. So there won't be no complaints from me. To me, it seems Saka feels threatened by the popularity of the players in the team. Possibly, because he ain't the main man now, is he? There's talks of Gyökeres, Eze, Zubimendi, if you want. I mean, yeah. I mean, we'll get on to Zubimendi, and we'll get on to Hincapié, and we'll get on to all the new signings. We'll have a little go over the new signings, people. But listen, tonight in Prague, it was job done. I've done a short and I said, look, it ain't, I don't care if it's pretty. I just getting enough points on the board in the Champions League so you don't have to play a playoff is all what matters. It's the only thing that matters. Yeah. Yeah, you want to see attractive, free-flowing football, but at the end of the day, you want 3 points. But can I just remind people that Liverpool was in exactly the same position last season? Unbeaten in the Champions League, top of the Premiership. And what happened to Liverpool in the Champions League? Yeah. What happened to them in the Champions League? So it's not a give me. It's not a give me. Liverpool was in exactly the same place. And everyone was saying Liverpool are going to win the Champions League. When they went unbeaten and they went all through that Champions League and they finished top of the group, or they finished top of the table, and then they got dumped out by PSG. And everyone was saying that Liverpool were going to win it. Everyone. And they ended up with the Premiership. So it's a tough one. And I'll watch Bayern tonight. I'll watch some of Bayern tonight. That team has only conceded 5 goals. They've scored about 38 goals. So we talk about Arsenal. They're a good side, Bayern Munich. So there's some real powerful units in that Champions League. So listen, if we can make it to the final, brilliant. But yeah, let's just keep our team. Let's just keep our feet on the floor, people. Question: Saka has become stout. Maybe I could be the repetitive nature of the game under this manager. Yeah, he has. I mean, he switched him to the left-hand side tonight, didn't he? He switched him left and put Dalman on the right, didn't he? And made Nwaneri the fall guy again. I don't know what it is with Nwaneri and this manager, but I've said it all along. I cannot see this young player, this Nwaneri, improving or having a long-term future with this football club under this manager. I just can't see it. That is my own personal opinion. That is my own personal opinion. Again, he took him off. And to be honest, I'll be honest, I'd have taken Saka off. I'd have taken Saka off and I'd have moved Nwaneri out on the left or something. Or taken Saka and Trossard off, kept Nwaneri on for me. Because he needs confidence. He needs game time. He needs to get his confidence back. And he's took him off. He was having a go at him constantly throughout the game. And I think with Nwaneri, he doesn't do the donkey work. He don't do enough tracking back for this football manager. And I think the manager gets a bit frustrated with him. Yeah. He never passes anymore. Takes too many touches. Waha. Takes too many touches. But again, that's the coaching. The coaches have got to get onto him, because you're always learning. As a footballer, you're always learning. Ronaldo's always learning. Messi's always learning. You're You know, you don't reach a level and go, oh, that's it. You can't really teach them anything now. You're always learning. Oh, Binks, big up, my friend. Becomes a new member. Thank you, Binks. Bless you. Bless you, darling. Thank you very, very much. Absolute legend, Binks. Absolute legend. Thank you very much. Saliba is a poacher, stays tight when he needs to go, and he does it flawless. I like Saliba. I like Saliba, Nicholas, man. I like Saliba. I listen. He's just a player I just enjoy watching. He just makes everything look easy. You know, I love players that make life look easy when they're on the ball. I really like players that just make it look so effortless. Fabregas used to do it, didn't he? You know, to me, it's just, he's never under stress, is he? But he's not quite getting the recognition he deserves, actually. Gabriel and Timber, rightly so, and Calafiori's coming in now to some praise. But without Saliba, Gabriel's not the same player. He's not the same player. Don't care what anyone says. Jason McNeil, welcome, my friend. Lynch, come you Gunners. You are dreaming, saying he's class. He's very good. Class is another level. He ain't performed recently. Look at what he's contributed to his entire calendar year. Average for a year. Yeah, he has. He has. Unfortunately, Saka's numbers is not up that world-class level, I'm afraid. He's a good player. Listen, I love Saka. I think he's brilliant. But yeah, it's a worry. It's a worry. What do you do? Do you keep playing him? Do you keep playing him? Because again, he kept him on again tonight. He kept him on again tonight. He didn't need to. He could have bought him off. He could have bought him off. But listen, again, looking at tonight's game, right? Looking at tonight's game, it wasn't really going anywhere, was it? We looked untidy. We looked disjointed. And then we get that kind of fortunate break with the penalty. And at the moment, we're always getting goals at the right time when we're not really playing well, and then we'll come up with a free kick or a set piece and it'll go in off someone's knee or hip. And then that gets us going again. Or it don't really get us going. It's because we're defensively so good. Once we get 1-0 up, that's it. It's game over. But what I'm trying to say is goals are coming at the right time for us at the moment. And I wouldn't say it's luck, but there are going to be times when we ain't going to get them decisions, and we're not going to get them kind of set plays and free kicks that go in or corners that go in. So that attacking third is still a bit of a worry for me. Still a bit of a worry for me. It's not free-flowing enough for me. It's not creating chance. I mean, I watch Bayern Munich, and every time they attack, they really do look threatening. Really threatening. They do little quick 1-2s. Harry Kane drops deep, sprays a like 20, 30-yard ball. Then he joins the attack. You've got Elise on the right. So when I look at teams like that, I'm thinking to myself, this team looks like both ends of the pitch. They look good defensively and in attack. We, on the other end, look solid defensively, but there's still question marks in attack. Big up the Binks, yeah, massive. Evening, DJB. Hope you're well. I am now. Certainly is for Arsenal. Absolutely, 100%. It's all going well. It's all good. We're all happy at the moment. We're all happy. I'm not getting excited, not just yet. I'm not getting excited. There is no way I'm getting overexcited in November. Ain't happening. Surely the only positive for you lot is with how well you've done results-wise. Performances can only get better. If they do, for me, it's a guarantee you achieve something. This team is good. This team should win a trophy. Jason McNeil, my friend. It should win a trophy. If you look at it from a football perspective and look at the squad, I don't think you need to be Mikel Arteta to win a trophy if you had this squad. I reckon a Brendan Rodgers would win a trophy with his squad of players. Right? So if this squad of players fails to win a trophy, there's some serious question marks over this manager. More question marks. He would never survive this season if he doesn't win anything major. I'm questioning whether he'll survive if we just win a Carabao Cup. Because the euphoria and the how can I say, the euphoria and the kind of popularity from pundits, everyone's been singing his praises. Everyone's been shouting from the rooftops, this Arsenal team, best squad in the world, best squad they've had in years. They're going to win the league. They're favourites for this. They're favourites for that. Everything's in place now. Arteta's done a fantastic job. So if he doesn't win anything this season, I don't know how he gets out of bed. I don't know how he's going to get out of bed the next morning. I really don't. I really don't. And if he's on that touchline and we win nothing next season, then it just shows that the club is dead and buried. Finished. He's very good then, Jason. Right, but since I've got the captain's armband, he's changed. Yeah, listen, I'm truly believer that certain players don't suit having the captain's armband. Saka is being pushed around like a twig in a storm. Suge, big up, my friend. Couldn't have said it better myself. He kind of, like tonight, he lost the ball a couple of times and he got dispossessed a couple of times. And he's like a little kid in a sweet shop that when he ain't got, when he's asked for some sweets and his mum said, no, you've had enough. You ain't having no more. He's like his whole body language. He just don't seem happy. To me, he just don't seem happy. He really don't. We need Eze and Odegaard need to spur each other on the battling for the 10 role. Are we going to see them both in the same team? Because I can't see Trossard being dropped on the left at the moment because he ain't doing too bad, to be honest. I'm not a massive Trossard fan. No, that's a lie, actually. I've always said that Trossard's got a role to play. I think he's a brilliant squad player to come off the bench. I'm just not a fan of him starting for 90 minutes. However, lately, I think he's done all right. I think he deserves his place on the left. He hasn't really done a lot wrong, to be honest. He's improved quite a bit, Trossard. He's boring when he talks in interviews, though, isn't he? Imagine being stuck in a lift with that guy and having a conversation. Jeez. Isn't he boring? He's a real miserable little git, isn't he? Do you know what I mean? He's got nothing about him. However, he deserves his place in the team. So, when Odegaard comes back, I can't see Eze being in the team. This is a player that we was kind of absolutely over the moon, probably more so than Gyökeres, that he signed for Arsenal. And now he looks like a player that's just going to come off the bench. Saka not captain material. Binks, mate, you're 100% right. No way. Absolutely no way. We'll always want more. See, that's the problem, right? Always want more. 100% Lynch, 100%. See, that's the problem for me. Picking the captain is key. And we've got two players that are not really captains. He's picked captains out based on that they're probably the best. When you're at school and you pick two teams up in the playground and you pick the player that plays for who's captain of the school football team. And when you're in the playground, you go, yeah, you're the captain because you're the best player. Right? But being the best player doesn't normally say that it makes you the best captain. And at the moment, we seem at Arsenal to pick our captains based on how well they play or whether they're the best player in the team. We don't pick them for their leadership quality. We're picking them for their playing quality. Because if you're telling me, right, that Declan Rice and Gabriel are not better leaders, you're telling me that Saka and Odegaard are better leaders than Gabriel and Rice. I'm not having it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. As I said, there's no disrespect on Odegaard and Saka. I just think that there's better leaders than them two. And I think that Saka being captain is affecting how he's playing, just like it did Martin Odegaard. Those defenders parted ways like Mourinho was Moses. That was terrible marking, wow, on that first goal. When they was running right on that first goal, I'm thinking, someone going to mark Mourinho. Someone going to mark him. And then he gets into the box and Trossard's going down the left. Good ball in, by the way. And I'm thinking, is someone going to mark him? And he just popped up and side-footed it into the net. No one marked him. It's crazy stuff. Crazy. Mourinho, to be fair, he gets blamed when things go wrong. So you have to say when he plays well, to be fair. Yeah, Joseph, listen. I'm not a Mourinho fan in midfield for Arsenal. When he plays for Spain, it's different. When he plays for Spain, totally different. The quality of players around him, completely different. I get that. But for Arsenal, Mourinho in midfield, no. No, 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 no. But Mourinho as a goal scorer, I can't fault him. I can't fault him. As a standing goal scorer, his record is just incredible, really. So, you got to give him his flowers because he hasn't really done a lot wrong. And that's why I asked the question. In this Arsenal team, I'm not talking about elsewhere, but in this current Arsenal team, the way we play, who would you say is the better goal scorer, Mourinho or Gyökeres? Who's going to put that? You know what I mean? It's a tricky one. It's a tricky one. We've got Havertz to come back, and apparently Jesus is doing madness in training, according to everyone. So the horizon's looking bright, people. Hated when Saka and Rice were over a free kick, but turned around looking to Arteta for him. Do you know what, Paul? Right, I noticed that. And I think they was having a go at Arteta and the because they was arguing, weren't they, of what to do. And in the end, Rice left it for Saka, and Saka boomed it over the bar or boomed it out wide. Didn't hit no one, right? But there was a load of conflicts going on. And this is what I'm saying. Saka back in the day wouldn't get involved in all of that. He wouldn't get involved in all of that. Do you know what I mean? It's as if he doesn't want to be out there. He's look, I'm going to say it. He's not enjoying his football at the moment. Sabar, how you doing, my friend? Hope you're well. Good to see you. Good to see you, my friend. Been a long time. You ain't been in my chat for a long time. Make sure you've subbed and smashed the like, my friend. Welcome. Whilst Gyökeres is an out-and-out finisher, Mourinho is better in the box with his head. Seems that way, Suge. Definitely. 100%. That's why I'm asking the question. In the box, Mourinho looks more deadly to me. Look, people are going to say, what are you talking about? You've been crying out for a number 9, and then when we do get a number 9, you want Mourinho back up front. It's not what I'm saying. I'm just comparing the two of them. I've seen Gyökeres, and he had a good game against Burnley, but on the whole, over the course of the season, I haven't really seen it, to be honest with you. I haven't really seen it. I've seen little glimpses. I've seen little bits that he does. But to me, at the moment, we've bought a striker to free up other players. Whereas Mourinho doesn't do that job. Mourinho's there to score goals, and that's what he does. Mourinho's job is not to free up Saka and create space for other people. Whereas Gyökeres, his job at the moment is freeing up space for other people. So you're getting two different strikers. You're getting your goal scorer in Merino and you're getting your space maker in Gyökeres. And that's not what we bought him for. Merino did well, to be fair, on his first day. Yeah, he's done well since he's been called upon. You can't fault him. Can't fault him. I think Saka is flustered and tries too hard. He just needs to play his game. Just needs to get back on it again. 100%. Saka may want Mikel out. You never know. Never know. Perhaps he's bored of him. And I said this, Lynch, I said this, and I've said this many, many times. And people think it's a hate crime against Arteta. And what I've said is sometimes you overstay your welcome. Right? You overstay your welcome. You're that annoying uncle at the wedding. You know? You're that annoying uncle at the wedding where you just overstay your welcome. Yeah? Uncle pain in the backsides here. Oh, is he? Is he still here? Get him a cab. Get him Uber. Get him gone. Right? And that's what worries me with Arteta. Now, I get if Arteta wins the Premiership and the Champions League and does madness, he probably deserves another crack at it. But the reason why I say that I wanted a change is because players get fed up with the same system and the same voice and the same in the dressing room, week in, week out, week in, week out. It gets boring. It gets boring listening to it, right? And players are no different in their work environment than anyone else. And sometimes there's the right moment to freshen things up. And it could be that next season, freshen it up. Go out with a bang. You've won the Premiership. You've done everything you wanted to do. Go out with a bang. Get someone new in. Keep the players. Keep it fresh. New ideas. That's just my opinion. Great to see Dauman get a run. Yeah, brilliant. I love Dauman. I think he's going to be a brilliant player. Unfortunately, it's going to be coached out of him. It's going to be coached out of him. That's the problem. There's my Lux. Big up, Lux, my friend. Hope you're well. DJB, my brother, disgusted at what I saw on the show with the panel of the clowns. Disgraceful, respect to you always. Couldn't watch more than a small clip. Shameless clowns. Do you know what, Lux? If I let people like that in this world bother me, my friend, then I wouldn't be happy. If you think that they got onto me, and I respect you for that, and Kenny, listen, they've got to go a long, long way and watch a lot of football before they catch the likes of me and Kenny up, my friend. So I don't let people bother me like that. They're in it for one thing. They're in it for one thing. Listen, my channel would be a lot bigger if everything I said was rosy and if everything I said was joyous and I had Arteta posters, Arteta background, and I said that everything was wonderful. And if I said that I agree with everything he does, every signing he's made, every tactic he's put on that field of play, I'd have subs, I'd have likes, I'd have everything. What's the point of that? What is the point of that? What is the point of someone talking and always being positive? There are times to be positive and there are times to be negative. And the two combined gives you your personality. If you are positive continuously all the time, or you are negative continuously, then you're a one-trick pony. So people like that are constantly positive, yeah, I don't listen to it. I don't listen to it. And as I said, I think he got his answer from me, though. I think the person who I won't mention got his answer from me, Lux, if you watch it back. I told him straight. Simple as that. You know, you know what I mean? So it is what it is. Is what it is. But everyone's different. DJB watching while currently in hospital. My friend. Late Saturday night collapse scan showed. Oh man, surgery was successful. This bleeding was caused by. Oh no! Seriously, my friend. I hope you're well, my brother. Oh, big up to you, my friend. Big up to you. Big up to you. Don't let them get you down. Don't let the bastards grind you down, my friend. Keep it real. Keep it real. Yeah, keep it real. Give praise where praise is due. But listen, I'm not dancing around the room just yet. We're in November. We've had a good start to the season. There's a long way to go. Liverpool tonight, yeah, looked good. Bayern Munich looked good. Man City are only 6 points behind. Haaland is an absolute goal machine. People say, oh, yeah, but if you take Haaland out, well, I'll tell you something now. You take Declan Rice out of this team, and that's our Haaland. He assists. He's a dead ball specialist. He's box to box. He scores goals, and he bails Zubimendi out of crap constantly. You take Rice out of the team, and we're a completely different animal. Completely different. Because I'm sorry, people, although Norgard didn't do a lot wrong tonight, if he got in this team week in, week out, and he had to play week in, week out, man like Norgard ain't winning your premierships. Hope you get better soon, buddy. Yeah, listen, AFC always. You're the man. We're all behind you. Everyone in the community, my friend. Yeah, you keep us posted how you're getting on. Just take life easy. Respect you 100%. 100%. Diaz for buying is suspended against us in the Champions League. It's going to be a big miss for them, but the way they're playing at the moment, my friend, I'm telling you that now. They're a good team. Bayern destroying PSG in the first half. They killed them. Oh my God, AFC always. Get well soon. Prayers. Massive. 9 likes. What's going on? 9 likes is 33. There should be at least 33 likes if there's 33 of yous in. What is going on, people? Come on. Can't have 9 likes. Let's keep winning mentality going on. Rice lucky not to get a yellow card. Yeah, he was lucky. I'll be honest with you. I thought that was a yellow card. Do you know what? I thought that refereed it brilliant tonight, to be honest. I thought he refereed it absolutely brilliant. He got the Ben White right. Mind you, if Ben White had touched him, that's dangerous kicking. I thought the penalty was harsh. I don't like that rule, unnatural position. Well, what is a natural position when you're jumping for a ball and challenging with your eyes shut when a corner comes in? What is natural? I don't know. Right? But anyway, rules are rules, and we got the penalty, got it right. So he let it flow. They were all good. They were all free kicks. I thought the referee was spot on. Big up the referee tonight. I thought he was all right. Big up Ozzy. Big up my friend. Arteta picks on Wanyeri. Kid hasn't got a future with him. Keep saying it. It's another Emil Smith Rowe. Keep telling you, and I'm going to stick by it. You know me, people. I don't flip flop. Yeah, I'm sticking by it. I just don't think Wanyeri, under this manager, has got much of a future. There's something in him that he just doesn't like. Sending love, brother. Always. AFC always. Lynch, big up. This clean sheet and winning run is outstanding. Football isn't the greatest I've seen, but it's Listen, Jam Boy, I'm with you, my friend. It is outstanding. You've got to give credit where credit's due. 100%. And if we go through the whole season and we win the Premiership, we win an FA Cup, we do a double, I'll be over the moon. I'll be over the moon. Yeah, because when you look back, you don't look back on what the football was like. You look back on what trophies you won. However, there's still question marks if certain players are not going to be playing. And there was still question marks tonight while Rice was stayed on the pitch for 80 minutes. Because if he goes down, if we lose Declan Rice, suddenly our season could easily turn upside down. Ethan is not a regular when it comes to the Premier League. Nope, 100%. Ethan and Saka were awful today. I didn't think Ethan had a good game. But then again, I didn't think Saka had a good game. But under the circumstances, Ethan needs to have more game time than Saka. And Saka looks to me shot. So I'd have taken Saka off. Big up Paul Nash always. Why didn't Arteta take Rice off? It's killing him. AFC, haven't got a clue. This is one of the mysteries of Mikel Arteta, isn't it? Don't know why he does it. Is he doing it for the drama? Don't know. Big up Jamboy. How's with you? Jamboy's all right. He watched the retro show tonight, Jamboy. He's got his goalkeeper tops. You'll never stop learning in your whole lifetime. 100% Jamboy. Never stop learning. What's your opinion on your Zubimendi? Safe. That's it. Gets caught on the ball when he's under pressure. Gets pushed off the ball far too easy when he's under pressure. Plays a little simple 5-yard pass when he's got the time. Does exactly what he says on the tin, really. I'm not really excited by him. I'm not a big Zubimendi fan. I can understand where people are coming from. But really, signing of the season, world class. Best Arsenal player we've signed in years. Come on, man. If Thomas Partey was still at this football club, prime Thomas Partey, what we saw last season, is Zubimendi getting ahead of him? Nope. JCG, all good, bro. Yeah, we're all good. Guys, thank you for joining me tonight. I know it's a bit late, but big up to you. All of you are absolute legends, all of you. And once again, I really appreciate your support for the channel. And I really, really do, as we all do, Shane and Aaron and all of us, man. Credit to you all. And Binks and everyone and ladies and gents who are in the chat, all from around the world, Suge, everyone. Really do appreciate it, because without you guys, we wouldn't be here. And yeah, it's massive. It's massive. Thank you very much. The Arteta have never seen my football club win 5 league titles, 2 doubles and 9 FA Cups, 2 League Cups and 1 Cup Winners' Cup. Nope, they haven't. I have, my friend, and the lot I was on with the panel last week that Lux was on about, haven't either. This is the best they've seen. A lot of fans, this is the best they've seen. And that's fine. I haven't got a problem with that. I haven't got a problem with fans. You know, it's not fans' fault that they're born later than us. AFC always. However, you don't disrespect the history of the football club. Never. Because the problem is that the whole reason why you support Arsenal is because of its history. And I've said this before. You don't support a football club on present and future and what might be. You support a football club based on its history and what they've achieved. Whether that's you started supporting Arsenal because of the Invincibles, whether you started supporting Arsenal because of George Graham, whether you started supporting Arsenal because of you when we won the double in 71, whether you started supporting Arsenal when we won the Cup Winners' Cup in 1994, it's still history, the reasons why you supported the football club. Unfortunately, there's a lot of fans whose history starts with Mikel Arteta and ends with Mikel Arteta. And tomorrow on The Mingle, me and Nomsky's going to touch on Mikel Arteta, the person, the character, the man, not the manager. And we're going to ask questions like the reasons why he's got this kind of following. and whether the next manager that comes through the door will be accepted in the same light and given the same time. Without Saliba, Gabriel isn't the same, but that's also the opposite. Yeah, there's three key players, Saba, right, that I've said that is key for us to win majors. And when I mean majors, I mean Premierships and Champions League. And the three players that are key for me is Rice, Gabriel, and Timber. At the moment, right, I think if we miss them three, then our season can easily turn upside down. Easily. Remember that season? Do you remember when we was going for the title and we lost Saliba? And what that done to us when Saliba was injured? And this is why I can't get my head round why he's playing Rice all these minutes when he don't need to. Yeah, good buddy. Jamboy didn't get to the game today, but heard about Marino. Yeah. He'll sub Saka for the Sunderland game. Do you know what? That's a physical battle, Sunderland, you know. That's a massive physical battle, people. Sunderland, I'm telling you now, that's going to be tough. They're physical. I watched them the weekend, and they're good at home. I watched them against Everton, and listen, Everton are no mugs in the tackle. Everton are a physical team as well, but Sunderland, I'm telling you, they're like a throwback. And Xhaka joins them all together. He gives them that kind of... Xhaka ain't going to hang about against his old club. No way. That's going to be tough. It's going to be wet. It's going to be windy. 5:30 kickoff. Raucous Sunderland crowd, because it's... I mean, if they get one over on Arsenal, can you imagine? Can you imagine what it does for them? So it's going to be massive. You got to stand up. You got to stand up and face... You got to win the war first before you go and get 3 points. I reckon rest Saka the weekend, get him sharp for the big games coming to keep him. He does need rest. He needs to be taken out. But the problem is he's the captain of the team. He ain't going to be going anywhere. You know, he's not going to be going anywhere. He's going to keep playing him. I like the way he switched him to the left today, though. Because Saka can play on the left. And that's an option that I've said. When Madueke comes back from injury, perhaps play Madueke on the right and Saka on the left. My worry at the moment is Eze. Because you can put Saka on the left and Madueke on the right. But if Eze don't step up, I can really see him not getting in this team. I can see Eze being the fall guy. I can see him not getting in the team. Then what? Then what? Then what happens to the rest of the team if Eze gets dropped and Odegaard walks straight back in? It can take little things like that to upset a team, you know. You know that old saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix. You know what I mean? It don't need fixing or something like that or whatever, right? You know where I'm coming from, people. Sometimes when you change a team and you bring a player back in and you put a player out, it can upset players and it can upset the momentum and the psyche of players a little bit. So be interesting. Another thing will be interesting as well is, you know, when teams go on this long run, because it happened to the Invincibles when they finally got beat, didn't it? They weren't the same team. At the moment, everything's going. 10 games now, clean sheets. Teams are not getting shots against us, blah, blah, blah. That's all well and good. But when that drops or we do lose and we do draw, that is when the character comes in. What's the next game? Can we bounce back again? Or does doubt start going in your mind again? Oh, here we go again. Runners up. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting because it's all new for this manager as well, you know. It's all new. This is all new for him. I've never rated Saka as highly as most. I'm with you on that, Jam Boy. I've never said he's world class. Never. For me, he's not world class. World class players don't do what Saka's doing this season. They just don't have them records. It's just not in their makeup. You never see world-class players have 2, 3 bad, 4 bad games on the trot. Never. You might see them have an off game one, but the following game they'll step up and score 2 goals or 3 assists. Arteta has ruined Saka after the great hamstring injury. Yeah, probably. He's got a track record of it, hasn't he? He's got a track record of it. And people say to me, oh, it ain't the manager. It's not the manager. Listen, if the medicals say that he's fit to play, then he plays, right? I get that. But once he sets foot, this is what people don't realise, is once he sets foot on the field of play, it is the manager's responsibility to take care of that player. That is why they're called managers, because you manage the team. That is what managing the team is. So then you decide to bring the player off. You decide to you don't go to the medical staff and go, can you assess him and tell me what to do during a match? You have to make that decision. Once the medical team give the all clear and he's on the field of play, it is now down to you. So, he has to take some responsibility for the amount of injuries this team has got. I'm sorry, he has to. Players come and go. There comes a time when it's the best for the player and the club to part company. Players hit the ceiling and the club has maximised their merchandise value. Facts, my friend. Well said. Well said. There's a ceiling for everyone. Everyone in life. Any job, anything you do, you reach that ceiling. Everything. I'm a true believer of that, my friend. As players and managers, look at Harry Kane. Reached his level at Spurs, couldn't do any more. Had to go to Bayern Munich. Had to. It will come. It will come. I just feel that I felt the manager had reached the ceiling last season. And then Berta came along and saved him. Because let's be honest, if Berta didn't come to this football club and we still had man like Edu at the club, or they'd have brought Rosicky in. No disrespect to Rosicky, I absolutely loved him. But you know where I'm coming from. Can you imagine if Berta hadn't have been brought into this football club, the mess it would be in now, the signings that would have been made? Bayern will be massive test for us. It's going to be huge. I mean, arrest Saka against Sunderland. I don't think he can afford to. But what I would say, if the first half Saka hasn't performed or he doesn't look right, don't let him continue. Make a change. And this is what worries me with this football manager. He will keep players on because he won't drop Saka. There's certain players that he just will not be brave enough to swap. Attacking third is to be released against Spurs, Manchester and Chelsea. That's when we find out. Additionally, good evening, gentlemen. Robbie, good evening, my friend. Make sure you smash the like on the way in. Just press that. Just hit that like button, people. Hit that like button for me. That's all you got to do. It takes literally half a second. Yeah, listen, we've got to release it soon because it's still a worry for me, that attacking third. You know, it's getting covered up because we're winning games defensively. We're winning games. So the attacking third is getting covered up with a lot of cracks. And we're getting breaks, you know, we're getting like corners are coming in, we're getting the rub of the green with the set pieces, aren't we, at the moment? Some of them are bang on the money, like most of them are that Declan Rice puts in, right? But I still think you need a little bit more than that to consistently win matches, because teams will eventually find us out. and they will find us out, and that's when we need another weapon. And at the moment, I'm not seeing it. München to not Manchester. Yeah, but I'll buy München, not Manchester. Yeah, no, thanks, my friend. Player Aussie rules footy, and personally, I wouldn't want to be captain. If we have good players and leaders, I'd want to do my job and get the win for the team, to be honest. Well said, my friend. Well said. Well said indeed. 3 doubles, AFC 87, the treble. Yeah, what can I say? Silverware. I think the Carabao Cup is a definite we could win that. 100% we could win the Carabao Cup. I'd like to think we could win. It's a funny one, isn't it? When you're going for the Premiership and the Champions League, what do they do? Do they go for all 4? That's what you got to do as a big club. You got to try and go and win all 4 if you can. But I don't know. If I was to ask you right now, chat, right, what cup realistically do you think we can win this season? Right. I still think we'll fall short from the Champions League. I think we've got a good chance of winning the Premiership, but I definitely think domestic cups we can win, FA and Carabao Cup. I think we can win 2 bits of silverware. 100%. 100%. But if you ask me, I think we'll run out with one of them. When you come from Belgium, you're going to be miserable. They're like the French. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just the way Trossard comes across. It's just the way Trossard comes across. It's probably just his personality. I was always captain in the playground, but wasn't a captain. Oh, I hated being captain. If someone made me captain, even in PE lessons, I didn't want to be captain. Go on, pick a team. No, I don't want to, sir. Pick a team. No, I don't want to, sir. Pick a team or you get a cane. All right, I'll pick it. Oda Goose in his wings clips. Rower stops flapping up the momentum captain status. Question, do you think Saka believes in what Arsenal are doing? It seems demotivated somehow. I think he believes in it. I think they all believe in what they're doing. But I just think that the captain's the curse at the moment at Arsenal. I don't think Odegaard is captain material, and I don't think Saka's captain material. And I think it's affecting Saka like it did Odegaard. Big up the legend, Jez. Big up my friend. Big up my friend, the Jez. Make sure you go and sub to Jez. You probably all do anyway, but Jez is. Big up, Jez, my friend. Hope you're well, my friend. Jez is in. Legend. I think Saka is playing worried about his hamstrings. He's not right. That's what I'm saying. He's definitely not right, people. He's not playing with a smile on his face. He's playing a little bit. I don't know. He's just not playing with that freedom. I would have benched Saka today, 100% Saba. Gyökeres super sub. Yeah, at the moment. This is what I said. Lynch. In this Arsenal team, we've got 2 forwards. We've got a goal scorer in Marino, and we've got a space creator in Gyökeres. We didn't buy Gyökeres to be a space invader. We bought him to score goals. And he has scored goals, hasn't he? Let's be fair. He is scoring goals. But I don't know, Marino pops up in those natural positions. Whereas Gyökeres, it's hard work in this Arsenal team. I mean, look at the goals he's scoring. Like the goal he scored against Burnley, it was just like, it weren't like Marino's first goal, was it? This is what I don't know. Perhaps I'm being a bit. I don't know. I'm just not. I thought against Burnley was Gyökeres' best game. Overall, I still want more. Big up, Jez. Kawaja 5. If you know, you know. It was the call from the herd. Too many people think they have the right to say it when they don't. Exactly. Saka has finally had enough of Arteta and doesn't want to play under him. Players are starting to show it. We'll see. The biggest test is when it all goes wrong. When we do lose, and we will do, when we do lose, or we lose one, draw one, and it all starts to go a little bit wrong, and we do start conceding goals, that will be the test of character. That is when the characters come to the. That is when, or do their bottle goes again? Do they start thinking, here we go again, runners up, ole, ole. Yeah, Jez is in. All the legends are in tonight, my friend. Jamboy 1984. Yes, she's getting there, mate. Thank you. Yeah, they're all concerned about Jezza and AFC as well, man. You make sure you stand well, brother. Robbie T67, you haven't answered my question, or have you run away, fella? DJB, you've got knowledge from years' experience watching Arsenal, more than those mutant pricks put together. Always in your corner, fella. Listen, it is the way it is. It is. Yeah, got a lot of years watching Arsenal. Same as Jez is in the chat. He's watched it longer than me. Doesn't listen. Just because we've been watching Arsenal years and years, me, Jez, Kenny, and all of that, doesn't make us better than anyone else. It's just that we like to think that we've seen enough football and seen enough of this football club to kind of know, you know. It don't make me a super fan. Doesn't make me a better fan than anyone else, and I don't claim to be. But I like to think I've seen enough football watching Arsenal. I'll give you an example. When you're comparing players, and I'm hearing that Zubimendi is one of the best midfield players we've ever had at Arsenal. They're the things that get me. Because I was watching Paul Rocastle, Mersons, Brian Talbot. Do you know what I mean? Cesc Fabregas's, Thomas Rosick's, Alexander Klebs. That's sort of like modern era. I go back even further. Liam Brady. You know? Radfords, Armstrongs. Come on, man. Come on. This is what I'm trying to say. Actually, I hope you're well, mate. Fair enough, DJ. Much respect. Yeah, you did. Then he changed it into like you're threatening him. Well, this is it. He went on the defensive, didn't he, Lux? He went on the defensive. Listen, my friend. It is what it is. That's what I'm saying. It is what it is. You know, just because you've got a difference of opinion doesn't make you wrong or right. You just stand by what you believe in. Don't make you a bad person. That's what I'm saying. If everything was positive and rosy and happy and everything else, and you didn't have a difference of opinion, you ain't got much of a character, are you? AFC always best wishes, mate. 100% best wishes. I'll take the League Cup. I'll take any cup at the moment, my friend. I'll take any cup. I'm desperate. Dowman White should have started. Yeah. Yes, thinking about it, listen, it was so important we got the 3 points because you didn't want to go into that Bayern game dropping points. So I understand to a degree that he had to go strong. But once we went 2-0 up, that's when Timber should have come off. Rice should have come off. 2-0 up, the game's done. Yeah. It didn't need Rice on for 80 minutes. Didn't need to keep all them players on for all that time. So, yeah, that I always say, get the job done, then take your players off. You know? But he gambles, doesn't he? He likes to gamble. Even the other Egal, he justified everything going on by saying, well, you disrespect Arteta, so what's wrong with this disrespect to you? like Arteta even knows you exist. This is what they don't realise, Lux. Do you think Arteta, when he leaves this football club, is going to have respect for this football club? Let's say Arteta leaves this football club and goes and manages Atletico Madrid, right? For example, and we play him in the Champions League. What's Arteta going to do? Because he loved the Arsenal so much, he's going to lay down and let us beat him. He's going to want to beat us. And he'd be over the moon if he does beat us. That's football. Arteta will leave Arsenal Football Club and won't give two. He'll have respect for Arsenal. He'll have memories, but he won't give two hoots about Arsenal Football Club. He'll just move on. This is what I'm saying. But they don't see it like that. They think Arteta's going to be here forever and ever. Amen. They cannot physically see anyone else managing this football club. I truly believe that they honestly, if you said to them, if Arteta suddenly came out with a Jurgen Klopp statement and said, I'm retired, I'm leaving, I'm calling it a day at the end of the season, and he done a Jurgen Klopp, this fan base would absolutely, they'd be in mourning, they'd be wearing black armbands, it'll ruin their whole world. It'll all be turned upside down. All these idiots that get into the press conference and ask stupid questions about being umpy and grumpy and all of that would be like, oh my God, my world's turned upside down. I've got to remortgage the house. My job's gone. I'm finished. It's crazy. Crazy. Bleed on the brain surgery, sat in bed watching this. Last person I knew who had that op, and he was in a coma 7 days afterwards. Amazing surgery. Yeah, big up, my friend. AFC always, man. Jez, yes. We've got one of our brothers watching this from his hospital bed. And listen, we all send our respects and wishes to you, my friend. Keep strong, my friend. Keep it strong, AFC always. As always, get well soon, bro. 100%. It'll be fine. I know you. AFC, listen, AFC always. I don't know you personally, but I know the type of character you are. You're old school. You're old school, brother. You're a real one. You're going to be fine. You're going to be absolutely fine. Just follow instructions. Do as you're told, and you'll be fine. Rice shouldn't even had started. It's Sparta Prague. No, exactly. Exactly. I understand why he started. But again, it was a risk. It was a game we had to win because our next game is Bayern Munich, and we all know how good Bayern Munich are. If we had to drop points tonight, lost against Bayern Munich, it then puts a lot of pressure on the next Champions League game, right? So I understand it. But once you're 2-0 up, get him off. 47th, 50th minute, Rice should have been off. 100%. Arteta is going to do the same with Rice as he did to Saka. Yep. There are some players that just don't get injured, though. You know them players that just keep going and going and going and going and going and never get injured? Rice was a bit like that at West Ham. He was hardly injured. Never gets injured. Some players are like that. I'm not saying Rice will be like it, but at Arsenal, but we can't afford to take the risk because, as I said, people say if you lose Haaland, Man City are finished. I'm a believer that if we lost Declan Rice, we'd be in trouble. We'd be in trouble. You saw what man like Norgard done tonight. Norgard and Zubamendi. Mr. Safety, tappy, 5 yards. Look at me, I'm world class. I've passed the ball from the kitchen to the living room. Do you know what I mean? Oh, and I've lost possession. But because I've got Timber and Gabriel, it doesn't look too bad. Oh, I've been pushed off the ball and I'm playing number 6. Oh, but Gabriel and Saliba's there to back me up, so it don't look too bad. Got away with that one. That's where Zubimendi is with me. You put Zubimendi in a team like Man United, or you put Zubimendi in a team like West Ham, I don't think he's going to make a lot of difference. You put Declan Rice in a team like what you put Declan Rice back at West Ham, they don't get relegated. They climb the table. You put Zubimendi in a team like West Ham, and it's no difference. That is what you got to look at when you're looking at world-class players, right? When you look at world-class players and you start labelling players as world-class, turn it on its head and say, right, take them out of an Arsenal team that's flying and put them in a Wolves team. And does he make the difference? Because I'm telling you now, I can name world-class players that if you put them into a Wolves or a West Ham team that's struggling, it would make the difference. Right? If you put a Zubimendi in a Wolves team, still going to be giving the ball away, still going to get caught in possession, still going to be passing it 5 yards. Ain't going to make no difference at all. Put a Timber or a Rice or a Gabriel in a Wolves team and they start picking up points. Yeah, 100%. Mikel Arteta, the man. He is at the moment. He is at the moment. Let's see if he's the man when it all goes wrong. Let's see if he's still the man once it starts to slide. When we start to draw and lose a couple of games, let's see what the man can do then. Because he hasn't done it in the past. We won't win, unfortunately. Hope I'm wrong. It's all good winning when there is no pressure. But come May, we will find out. Wides, big up, my friend. Welcome to the community. Make sure you're smashing a like on here and subbing. I make you 100%. We will see when the pressure's on. Pressure's a funny thing. Psychological as well. Hang on a minute. Alexa, turn on living room light.
Okay.
Thank you very much. She never answers back, Alexa. I love her. Say to her anything. They're not lost at a stadium of light in the Premier League. No, it's going to be tough. It's going to be a tough place to go. Xhaka, Sadiki, good duo midfield. That's a strong midfield. I've been looking at Sunderland this year, you know. Away, they're not very good. At home, they are a strong team at home. Saka has been poor. He has done. Saka should have been rested today. 100% Binks. 100%. Rice should have been taken off earlier. Yet, 48th minute gone. 50th minute max. Rice off. See ya. Eze won't get dropped for Solarguard. Lynch, man. I'll tell you what. His days are numbered if he don't pick it up. If he don't pick it up, Lynch, his days are numbered. Seriously. Odegaard coming back. Yeah, he's coming back with the captain's armband as well. And then you'll see Saka start playing again. That's another thing as well, isn't it? Honestly, we now know why Saka ain't playing well. Because he hasn't got Odegaard. Odegaard and Saka. And because Eze ain't playing well and Eze's not on it, Saka doesn't look right. Now, when you are labelling players world class, you don't need other players to shine. You don't rely on other players around you to shine. Pirlo used to boss the midfield. He'd play on his own and still look good. Man like Patrick Vieira didn't need players around him. He was Patrick Vieira. Liam Brady didn't need players around him. Messi. Saka relies on certain players, and at the moment, he relies on Odegaard. Because Eze is not performing, that's another reason why Saka might look indifferent. Most of our attack is blunt. It is. Facts to the Binks. Always Binks, man. Binks is always coming out with facts. Legend. All of yous are legends. Biggest signing of the season, Andre Berta. 100%. 100%. 100%. See, the thing is, right, people say, oh, Arteta wanted Sesko over Gyökeres. And his preference was Sesko. Whether you like it or not, his preferred striker was Sesko. That's why we went for him last season and we didn't get him. That's why we was hoping for him in January and we didn't get him. And because there was a lot of pressure on us signing a number 9 and Gyökeres became available and made it clear that he wanted to come to Arsenal, it was just a foregone conclusion. As Kenny said, it was an open goal. You couldn't miss. He was coming. I don't like Sesko. I always wanted Gyökeres. This Stoke ball certainly suits Sesko. Interesting one how Sesko would have adapted, though. Interesting. I still want to see a bit more from Gyökeres, to be honest. I'm seeing the goals he scored. I don't know. Listen, it's hard, really, because he scored goals, hasn't he? It's not as if he's not scoring. So it's a tough one. Arteta will take credit for Berta's work. No one mentions Berta now. No one mentions Berta. But I'll tell you one thing. If it had all gone tits up, Berta would have been mentioned. Oh, it's Berta's fault. Trust me. No one mentions him at the moment. But without Berta, Arteta wouldn't be where he is right now. Eze over Odegaard at the point of time. He needs to do a lot more. Gunner since 98. Eze needs to step up, my friend. Respect to you, but he does. He ain't doing enough. We're not seeing the Eze that we saw at Crystal Palace. We're seeing Arteta Eze. We're not seeing Crystal Palace Eze. Odegaard needs to hit the gym. He looks very human. We'll see what he looks like when he comes back, because when he comes back, he's coming into this team. Same as Havertz. Havertz will be playing in this team. That is when the apple cart will be upset. That is when players will start questioning the manager. If he starts to put Odegaard in and he starts to throw Havertz in and he starts throwing these players in and it upsets the system, that's when the players will start questioning it. So we'll see. We will see. Guys, make sure you hit the likes. 34 of yous in. There was 40 odd at one point. So get these likes up, please. If you haven't subbed, check that you've subbed. And if you haven't, make sure you sub. It does help the channel. Thank you very much indeed. This is a sort of delayed Sunday sit-back session, really. It feels like a Sunday. So, yeah. Hit the likes on 50. Come on. Slight breeze will knock Odegaard over. Really needs to bulk up a bit. He does, actually. It's probably, you know what I mean? Yeah. Everyone here knows who's the real captain. He's on my profile picked. 100%. I've said it all along. Captain should be Gabriel or Declan Rice. At the moment, we've got 2 captains and none of them are captain material. Rice and peas, please. Consistency is all what we require. Consistency's fine until it goes wrong. Big up DJB, the legend. Is Mourinho Giroud? Do you know what? Very similar. Very similar. He is a Giroud, isn't he? He's that kind of player that no one wants him as our striker. But he scores goals. And he scores goals easier than what? That's what I'm trying to say. Mourinho is scoring goals that look more natural than Gyökeres's goals. When you look at Gyökeres's goals this season, They've all been like off the hip, corner, come off of a header, he's in front of goal, or it's hit him and it's gone in. It's all hard work. You know, he's had to work really hard to score them goals. Whereas Mourinho, the first goal, he stroked it in. Second goal, he got his head on it. And it was all easy. And the goals he got last season, they were all easy goals. You know, he made them look easy. Whereas Gyökeres is having to really grind out. He's having to really grind out a goal. And this is the question. I'm not saying I'm wrong or right. It's just a question. The tactics we play and the way Arsenal set up, you know, which is very possession based and everything else, slow in transition. Does it suit Mourinho as a goal scorer better than Gyökeres? Because Gyökeres creates space. Mourinho scores goals. That's how I see it at the moment. Big up the legends, 100%. As I said, Arsenal bought a new bench in the summer. His manager would be happy with the squad he had. Maybe Zubi, is that meant to be? Is the only real addition to the first 11. Yeah, could be, my friends. Dave O'Reilly, yeah, how you doing, my friend? Big up, welcome to the community. Make sure you smash and sub. We will have a dip in the season, DJB. It's how we recover. It's going to determine if we win the league. Facts. This is what I've said. This is what I've said. When you've had a team that's not been quite able to get over the line and won no trophies, and you finish second year in, year out, when you're on a high and everything's going well, you feel unbeatable and you get your hopes up that this is the season, like we do as fans. Oh, this is it. This is it. But when you hit them lows and you have a few bad results, you then start thinking of all the things of the seasons before. And it's the mentality that comes in. And it's how you cope with that determines whether you win trophies or not. You know? So we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. Sorry, DJ, the C2C signal, you know, is all about out here. Here you is in bits. Things are still tough. Thanks for asking. We hope tomorrow will always be better. Life is nothing without hope. 100%, Lux. 100%. C2C signals dire, man. Here you in bits. Things are still tough. Thanks for listen, Lux. Keep the faith, my friend. Keep the faith. Everything comes out. Everything comes out one way or another. Yeah. Big up, my friend. You're a superstar. Liam Brady. Oh, mate. Levels. Absolute levels. Honestly, I'm Liam Brady to me was honestly, when Liam Brady used to get the ball, everyone used to rise. You knew something special was going to happen. You knew, like when Henry got the ball or Bergkamp got the ball, you knew something special was going to happen. Liam Brady back in the day, he'd get the ball, he'd drop his shoulder, he'd glide past the player. And he had everything. He had left foot, right foot, he had a shot. He could pass 30 yards, 20 yards, 5 yards, 10 yards. And he could tackle as well. But his vision was incredible. He knew where the ball was going before it even got to him. And this is the day when you was playing on pitches like mud. This is the day when defenders used to come and slide in and tackle you from behind. So you had to think quick. There was none of this protection you've got now. Back then, tackles flew in from the left, from the right, from behind. Knee height, chest height. Nasty tackles. You had to think. You had to be one step ahead all the time. Brady was like 3 or 4 ahead. Honestly. Zubimendi isn't even the best in the Emirates era. He ain't. He ain't. It's just that they want him to be. Because it's Arteta's team, every player that plays for this football team, they want him to be the best in the world. And Zubimendi's amazing. And you get people like Martin Keown come out with all crap. Stuff he was coming out with tonight. And he's played with top players. And you're telling me Zubimendi is like, what was it, Parlour today on Talk Sport? Because I'm like, Parlour today on Talk Sport. Do you know what I mean? He's picking Saliba over Sol Campbell. He's picking Saka over Lundberg. Come on, man. Come on. You know? He's picking Rice over Gilberto Silva. Over Gilberto, man. He's picking Rice over. Do you know what? Oh. It's to get the gig, isn't it? It's to get the gig. It's to keep the Arteta bandwagon going, isn't it? It's so that he can walk around the Emirates and get his ticket and get his family ticket and his friends and the people he goes golf with and all of that. You know? Merson on his day. Oh man, Lynch. The magic man, honestly. Merson was top draw, man. I believe that Paul Merson was in that bracket of the most underrated players of the Premiership. I believe that he was underrated. Totally under. I can name loads of players that were overrated. Overrated. I can name loads of them. But Merson was underrated. Ray Parlour, who I've just mentioned, was underrated. For me, Ray Parlour was underrated as a midfield player. Big time. Jamie Redknapp, overrated. The guy that commentates on who's on TNT tonight on the Arsenal game. Oh, what's his name? Went to Bayern. Oh. What's his name? Overrated. Most overrated midfield player I've ever seen. Yeah. Come on, man. Paul Scholes never got the credit he deserved. Paul Scholes was an absolute exceptional midfield player. Incredible player. Frank Lampard was right up there. Would have walked into any team. The Greppin, man, how you doing, my brother? Big up, my friend. 100% complete legend. I'm named after Liam Brady, my favourite halves, mate, honestly. Honestly, if you're named after Liam Brady, big up to you, my friend. Big up. Luis Diaz misses the Arsenal match. Yeah, big miss. Big miss, Kawaja. And I'll tell you what, mate, Liverpool miss him. They should never have let Diaz go. Ramsey, Wiltshire, Riziki, Corzolan, Nasri, Fabregas, Diaby, Song, Ozil, all better. That's just top of my head. Hi, White Up. Facts. 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 Listen, I'm not saying Zubimendi's a crap player. I'm just not putting him on that pedestal that everyone else is putting him on. I ain't seen it. I've seen a safe player. I've not seen him do better things than Partey. You're telling me that Thomas Partey would not get back in this team if he was still at the club? And those players there that you've just listed, I'm sorry, would get in over Zubimendi. Let's all take a second and give Willie Young a mention. Do you know what? We're doing a show on with Jez tomorrow. Willie Young, see him play many a time. Watched him every week, pretty much. Watched him every week. Listen, Willie Young was Willie Young. If it needed head in, he put his head there. Was he a footballer? No. Was he brave? He was very, very brave. Could he pass the ball? No. Could he clear the ball, Rose Ed, when it needed clearing? Yeah. That was Willie, you know. He'd tackle. Yeah. We used to bunk school and grab a chat at the marble steps with Willie. He was a good fellow. Never asked why we weren't at school. Yeah, big up Willie. R.I.P. Yeah, I saw Willie Young. Do you know, I was at marbles when the players used to come in, and he shook my hand once, Willie Young, when he was going into the marble. I was only a little kid, and he shook my hand like they all used to then. Players were players, weren't they? When I used to visit my aunts and my uncles all round Highbury and all of that, used to go into fishing. We used to get fish and chips. Used to get fish and chips on a Thursday night or a Friday night, and there'd often be players in there. You know, yeah. Chippy Brady was one. That's why he was called Chippy Brady. He loved his fish and chips, apparently. I remember seeing Frank McClintock once. The great Frank McClintock, one of the best captains we've ever had. That would get in my Arsenal top 11, by the way. Yeah. Great memories. Great memories. That's when players were players. That's when they was in touch with the real fans, weren't they? This is what I mean. They're not in touch with fans anymore. They're not in touch with fans anymore. You know? And they move on. They move on. That's why I don't get sucked in. You know, when they go round and some players kiss the badge and all of that, and then the following season they're off, they're sold. Do you know what I mean? They want to go and join Real Madrid or, you know, don't wash with me. Oh, Charlie George, man, was a legend. Absolute legend. He should call it a day, but never will. Nope. Nice one, Paul. My faves will bless Charlie George. Charlie George he loved Arsenal. Charlie loved Arsenal. 100%. Having PTSD nightmares already with Bayern. Yeah, they're a good team. The only thing I would say about the Bayern game, right, is that I think Bayern and Arsenal are pretty much qualified. If you look at our remaining fixtures, I can see that being played out as a draw, you know. Or does that 3 points send us through? I think whoever wins that goes through, doesn't it? No, it don't probably. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be as exciting as everyone makes out, because we're on 12 points. We've got some easy fixtures after that. We've got that Carrier at home that we should win. So I don't know. I mean, a draw would probably suit both teams, to be honest. So we'll have to wait and see. But I think if we can win that, it just makes a statement. Then again, we can set the stall out, because Bayern are probably really, really looking good at the moment. And if we can turn them over, then kind of makes a statement, doesn't it? So we'll see. Norgard never passed forward. He's terrible, mate. Absolutely terrible. Facts, DJB. P.S. O'Leary used to handbrake his Mark IV Cortina into a swerve and throw into us. Why the fuck aren't you at school? David O'Leary, man. What an absolute legend. Legend. Rob, you've lived, mate. You have. Says this man here, Jezza, Robbie, Marble Steps. Yeah. The great Marble Steps. Do you know what? I'm still glad they've kept that same kind of historic look of the building of Highbury. You know, there weren't another ground like it. There was something unique about Highbury. It was just something special about Highbury Stadium. Goodison Park used to give me that feeling when I went to Goodison Park as well. I'll tell you another little ground, right? There's a ground that was based and built and designed on the same kind of level as Highbury. And you ain't going to believe this, but it's Colchester United Football Club. down here in Essex. If you go to Colchester, the design of the stadium is very similar to Highbury. I don't know the true story of how it came about, but when they built that stadium, it was very, very similar to Highbury. Yeah. If Arteta wins us a trophy, I will remove Arteta out from my name. If it doesn't, I'll keep Arteta in my name. Don't put Arteta in your name, my friend. Arteta falls down, then Berta will pick him up and hold his hand and finish line. I'll tell you, can you imagine if Berta hadn't come to the club? Jez's Arsenal 67, Unks is Robbie telling you fairy tales. Big DJB, if Rice and Gabriel gets injured, Arsenal will crumble. Yeah, there's 3 major players that we've got to keep fit. Got to keep fit. Eyes wide, defo, those steps are made on concrete. Jez Arsenal, this is why I have the utmost respect for you. You always filter the nonsense. Well, mate, I've lived right opposite those steps on the East Stand for 24 years. I know them well. He certainly has. You can't buy a fake. That loyalty, connection to the club, Arsenal is in the DNA, passed through generations. Don't understand why people lie. You don't need to lie. Just say it as it is. Just say it as it is. Just say it as it is. As I said, there's always, there's fans that have been going even longer than Jez. This is what I'm saying. Me and Jez don't, just because we've been going a long time and we've been supporting the club for a long while, we don't put ourselves on a pedestal amongst other fans, But we have seen a lot going on and we've got a lot of good memories. And it's generational. It's generational. Like all my family are from Arsenal, North London, Highbury, Islington, my aunts, my uncles. Jez's sister used to know, which we didn't know at the time, but Jez's sister knew my aunt. My granddad, programme seller at Arsenal. My uncles worked on the turnstiles. I had cousins that had trials for Arsenal. I had another uncle that used to be a groundsman at Arsenal, Highbury, with the old rollers and on the pitch at half time. My mum used to Avenel Road, she used to live and used to see all the floodlights from her garden and stuff. It's just like born in you. What can you do? I watch Sharp 3F. Have you noticed he won't reply back to me? He's a bullshitter. Probably is, man. We'll have to wait and see. How was Nketiah today? Glorified Kolasinac for me, Lynch. For me, no. Nketiah, solid. Is he better than Calafiori? I don't think so. Is he better than Skelly? No. Is he a downgrade? Slightly. Just a Kolasinac. Oh, that's all I see in him. Sorry. I'm saying it as it is. He's Kolasinac. Icy Spicy, big up, my friend. Hope you're well. Hope everyone's well. Gosh. When we say no one wants to pass forward, it's obviously the game plan, what Arteta wants. There's no one in the world that doesn't want to go forward and score and win. Nope. You're dead right there. Precisely, you've questioned him with simple questions. He can't provide the answers. Nketiah looked good. He's solid. He's solid. I wouldn't say he's like a world beater. Okay, we'll spin it. Does Nketiah get ahead of Skelly? Does Nketiah get ahead of Calafiori? If they both get injured, would you be happy with Nketiah playing at left back permanently? Because that's the option. If Nketiah is our permanent left back, then I'd start to worry. No, he ain't good going forward, that's for sure. He lacks a lot of quality, doesn't he? In my eyes. Lynch being boring. Lynch, very boring game, to be honest. You didn't miss much. You didn't miss much. none of the games so far have been exciting, really, are they? We're just getting the job done. We're just getting the job done. We're efficient. Defensively, we're sound. There's not a problem at the moment. Long may it continue. Night Binks. Good night, Binks. Thanks for your support. Thanks for becoming a member. Thanks for joining us on the Retro Show. Absolute legend. And hopefully we'll be on the mingle tomorrow. Me and Nomsky are doing our mingle tomorrow. We're going to have all sorts going on. We're going to be talking about, we're going to be getting the merch up and everything. Make sure you come and join me. Big up, Lynch. Good night, sweetheart. Jez, the Don of Arsenal fan base. 100%. Good night, Binks. Legend Binks. Thank you, brother. Lux, you're welcome. You stay strong, my friend. Always. It's very sad to see our legends sell out. It's heartbreaking. Eyes wide shut. Prague probably didn't offer much. Silverware, a must. It is. Huge must, Lynch. We need silverware big time this year. Don't care what colour it is. Don't care what cup it is. As long as it's silverware, don't care where it comes from. We need something. Gilberto, man. Quality, wasn't he? Gilberto. Well, he's not. According to Parlour, according to Parlour's 11, Sol Campbell don't get in it. His partnership is Gabriel and Saliba. Ashley Cole at left back. He puts Timber at right back. He puts Rice alongside. He puts Rice in midfield. And he plays Saka instead of Lundberg. There you go. No Premiership winners in with that team, by the way. The players that he put in, by the way. Unlike Lundberg, won all them trophies. Gilberto. Sol Campbell. But there you go. Parlour picking made men over kids is criminal. Yeah, incredible. But it gets him the gig, doesn't it? It's the Arteta bandwagon, unfortunately. You know, the Arteta bandwagon. Petit was cold at Arsenal. Petit, again, goes into that bracket as probably one of the most underrated midfielders of all time. Of all time. Don't get the recognition he deserves. That guy was quality. Owen Hargreaves, that's him. One of the most overrated players I've ever seen. Ray Party Parlour went up levels under Arsene Wenger. He improved him massively. Owen Hargreaves, overrated. Carrick, underrated. Definitely. Joe Cole, underrated massively. Giroud, 10 times better. Yep. Willie Young played for Spurs. He did, didn't he? Did he go to Spurs? I think he did. DJB, I still don't think Arsenal will win the title or any trophy. I'll tell you what, can you imagine the fallout? Can you listen? I'm not saying anything. I'm keeping my feet on the ground. I ain't saying a word. If we win, I'll be absolutely buzzing for weeks and weeks and weeks. If we lose, we will be doing around-the-clock streams. Me, Shane, Lee, Jez, Northside, Aaron. We'll be doing like we'll take it in turns. We'll do like 24-hour streams. So I'll do 24 hours. Jez will do a 24-hour. Lee, Northside. We'll have to sort out something. We'll have to get our heads around something because it's just going to go mental. Mikel Merino could play the makeshift striker against Sunderland. If this team don't win a cup, it's criminal. Because I'm telling you now, I reckon I could manage this team and win a trophy. And I ain't blowing my own trumpet. I just know a little bit about football. You know, I've played football and stuff. It's not a lot of football's not rocket science, and it hasn't changed over the years much, to be honest with you. And I'll be honest with you, I reckon most of you guys in the chat could manage this team and win a trophy. If this manager doesn't win anything with this team, he needs to be sacked on the spot come 17th of May or whenever the season runs out. Mikel Merino awarded player of the match. Yeah, probably. He didn't do a lot else other than score, but that's what he was there to do, and he done it. Fair play to him. Fair play to him. I thought Trossard had quite a good game tonight, to be honest. He done all right tonight, Trossard. Gabriel was as usual. So, lighten up, Jez. True story, mucker. Marble steps. No, mate. What's your beef? Pile of picking kids over made men criminal. If Arteta wins the Premier League Champions League, he will sign a 5-year deal, I reckon. That is worrying for me. That would be worrying. Because it's taken him 6 years and over £1 billion to do it. And even the top managers have struggled to get back-to-back Premiership titles. So, can you imagine this guy here another 5 years? I can't. Personally, Mika, I can't. In this modern day of football, I think the shelf life of a manager is 6 years max of any football club. 6, 7 years max. After that, you're really pushing the boat out. I told people Jude Bellingham, yes, I agree. I think Jude Bellingham is overrated as well. DJB of Robin Van Persie or Ian Wright. Ian Wright. He gets on my nerves now, Ian Wright. I've got to be honest. I still think he's an absolute legend, but he does get on my nerves a little bit on the overlap, and his punditry does get on my nerves a little bit. My sister could coach a trophy with his team. Yeah, 100%. Robbie, they aren't made of marble, bro. They're made of concrete. I think you're talking about the inside, though, aren't you? The inside on the floor is marble. Steps leading up to it might be concrete. But I think the inside is all marble, isn't it? If I can remember rightly. I might be wrong, but I think it is. Like the actual tiles as you walk in, where the Herbert Chapman statue used to be and all of that. That's all marble. What if he keeps winning trophies year in, year out? He won't. That I can pretty much guarantee you. He won't. It's taken a proper sporting director to walk in through the door for him to be where he is this season. Other than that, he would have carried on going down the same road as that he always gone down. It's taken him 6 years to get where he is, and over £1 billion. I said it all along. It's about time. Everyone's like pulling up trees over this manager. This is where he should be. If you've been in a job for 6 years and you've had £1 billion spent on it, you should be where you are now. That's minimum. That is minimum. Good win today, 100%. Arteta will be here longer than Wenger. Oh, no, he won't. No, he won't. Use the phrase to gain the bullseye on the location, simple Xanaret. I'd take Fabregas or Vieira as next manager, to be honest. There's a lot of talk about Fabregas, Gunner, and he's doing some good stuff. I don't particularly want another young manager in the early stages of management that's had previous links to this club. I'd want a more mature, established manager. that's got no real links to the football club. I'd like a Luis Enrique, someone like that at the club. You know, Hansi Flick, Zidane. They'd be my choice. This fan base will force Arteta a statue if we win. He'll get one. He'll get one. Prepare yourself, people. Don't be shocked. Just prepare yourself. If we win the Premiership or the Champions League, this guy's getting a statue. I'm telling you, he's getting one. I don't know, Kawaja. I don't know. I still think Bayern Munich's going to be strong. I still think they're going to be strong. Listen, they got Harry Kane in the team. You got a man like Harry Kane in the team, mate. You're a threat. Harry Kane is world class. I'm sorry. Harry Kane is up there. He walks into any team over Europe. And he proves it year in, year out. And he does it international level as well. And that, to me, is world class. Paul Gascoigne was world class. Paul Gascoigne would have walked into any team across Europe. And he used to do it for England as well. And there's not many players other than them two that I can say that about. Robbie, you don't know, fella, you bullshit. What does EI mean? You said it and never answered. A top gooner had the nerve to ask me if Berta can be to Arteta what David Dein was to Arteta. What David Dein was with Arsene Wenger? Yeah, probably. David Dein and Arsene Wenger worked together as a brilliant unit. I mean, I don't think Arsene Wenger would have been the same person without David Dein, to be honest. And I'm starting to think that with Berta. So DJB, keep one bench, sell one. Timber, Gabriel, Saliba. Oh, what sort of question's that this time of night, my friend? Good question, though. DJB, keep one, bench one, sell one. Right. Keep one, Timber. This, right. Okay. I'll give you, you know me, I always give you reasons, right? Guys, I just want to put something to bed. EIE, right, is the intercity end term that was associated with the herd. Okay, that's what the EIE is. Yeah. Jez, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what I believe it was from my day back at Arsenal. I could be wrong, but I'm sure you'll correct me. All right. So it was the intercity end, the ICI intercity end, and it was associated with the herd. But anyway, I would keep Timber. I'd bench Saliba and sell Gabriel. The reason why I would sell Gabriel is because man is 28 going on for 29, and you could still probably get good money for him. So you could then bring in another centre half. Saliba is still young enough and got years ahead, as of Timber. So Timber and Saliba will be more of an asset in years to come, and they've got more life left in them at Arsenal than Gabriel. That's the only reason why I would sell Gabriel, is because of his age, not his quality. But good question. What David Dein was to Wenger. Oh, yeah, David Dein was critical for Arsenal and Wenger. He was massive. Agreed, just saying over Arteta, those two for sure, but I'd rather an experienced manager myself. Arteta gets a statue before George Graham. That's absolute criminal, 100%. Elise is a problem. I wanted Elise at Arsenal. Didn't get him. Walk past those steps to the marble walls every day and primary school every day. The history and the area is my very soul. Hard to feel it over the concrete, Kazi. The lad I'm in the midfield, Pavlovic is a player. Yeah, he's a good player. DJB, why do you think there is very few world-class players? It's the system. It's the way football is played, my friend. You are not allowed to express yourself in many areas of play. It's possession-based and positional-based. That's why you will get a lot of players that can't express themselves freely. So you won't get players do things with the ball now. It's all system-based, possession-based, robotic. That is why there's no world-class player. That is why you don't get the world-class players now that you used to. Would anyone take Kimmich to Arsenal? I would, personally. But then we've got Zubimendi and Rice. How would he fit in? I think Kimmich is better than Zubimendi. Today is bonfire night. It is Guy Fawkes night. It is Guy Fawkes night. And there's good story behind the Guy Fawkes history. Yeah. The reason why they tried to blow up the Houses of Parliament is because it wasn't because they were terrorists and they didn't like Parliament. It was based on a Catholic thing, because the Catholics were getting hard done by years and years ago, centuries years ago. And they wanted to bring, they wanted the same rights for Catholics and Christians as Christians did in this country. So there's a lot of history. It's good. It's good. It's a good bit of history about old Guy Fawkes. DJB, Arsenal, Huddle, start bench, sell, Ian Wright, Alan Smith, Thierry Henry. Start Thierry Henry. Bench. Oh, that's cruel, man. Cruel. I'd have to bench Alan Smith, I'm afraid. As much as I love Smudger, I absolutely adore Smudger, man. That's a hard one. Hard. Kawaja, I have a question. Each time I reply to your message, is there a shortcut to reply? I manually type your username every time. Is that the only way? DJB, who comes close to Gabriel? I reckon we can use him for another 4 years easy. Possibly. But it's a business. It is a business. And if a Saudi club came in for him and offered big money with the age he is, I don't think Berta's going to turn it down. Elise coming off the bench would be nice, but doubt if he could join them. I don't think Elise will have time at this club now. We should have signed him years ago. So each time I reply to someone, Manuel said that one. Surely you can't replace Gabriel with the stats he's putting up. No, listen. You asked me a question on current form. I wouldn't sell Gabriel, no. But I'm looking at the bigger picture. So if you look at the age of Timber and you look at the age of Saliba, law of averages, they've got more time at the football club than Gabriel. Gabriel realistically has probably got another 3 seasons left in him. So if you could, but if you sold him now, you'd get top money for him. You know, that's the only reason. On current form, I wouldn't let him go anywhere. 100%. Hincapié or oh man, come on, man. Lewis Skelly for me. We love you, Arsenal. We do. Just asking simple questions, mate. No need to get your ears in a twist. Yeah, no worries, man. I thought it was something to do with the Intercity thing that was linked to the herd, but we'll have to wait and see. Intercity end, wasn't it? Something like that. I know it's a simple question, just don't know. If Arsenal could only sign one player in January, who would you sign? Semenyo. Because I think it's doable. I think we could get him. I think he probably might come. It's whether Bournemouth would sell him. But I'd get Semenyo. I'd get an out-and-out left winger. Because although Trossard's doing okay, I don't think you can rely on him week in and week out. Who would you say has been our most important player so far this season? Declan Rice, my friend. Declan Rice. Look at his assists. Look what he does at dead balls. Look what he does at corners. Look what he does free kicks. Look what he does box to box. He's on the edge of the box. He's on their edge of the box. I mean, he's just the amount of ground he covers, man. He's a quality Brian Talbot, isn't he? He just don't stop running. He's the most important player we've got at the moment. You take him out of the team, your set-piece goals are halved. The amount of set-piece goals we've scored this season, if Declan Rice weren't in the team, you wouldn't be scoring them goals. If those goals don't go in, we're not top of the league. Pure and simple. Enough. You get a chip on your shoulder, get out. Come on, man. I'm not getting into all of this on my chat, man, my friends. Big up DJB in the chat. Have you seen another manager with a big hard-on pause to unsettle a player like Arteta as with Gyökeres? Also, I want to see Hincapié left back, Rice in the 6, MLS in the 8, Eze in the 10. See, Hincapié saying, a lot of people are saying Hincapié at left back. I don't see it. I don't see where he's better than what Calafiori's doing at the moment and Lewis Skelly. But yeah, I agree with Rice in the 6 and big up to you, my friend. But at the moment, Rice is doing brilliant work, what he's doing. And Eze needs to step up in the 10 for me. He's not doing it. He's not doing enough for me. Has Eze done enough to dislodge the captain out of this team? Because let's be honest, Odegaard's the club captain. Has Eze done enough to leave the captain out of the team? I don't think he has. Vinny was driving last night. It was embarrassing. Vinny is average. DJB, is Timber the best right back in the league, or is Timber? Timber at the moment is one of the best right backs in Europe. He'd walk into most teams in Europe. Yeah. Do you know what? I like Reece James. I think Reece James is a good fullback. And I'm not disrespecting Reece James, but unfortunately, he's had a lot of injuries, which is a shame. But yeah, no, Reece is a good. Just put Eze left wing, laugh out loud. It's not rigid positions anymore. He's not effective enough. I think you'll see a worse Eze at left wing. Eze is not a left winger. He can play left wing, but that's not where he's effective. Eze's more effective in a central midfield position or a 10. But again, you've got to look at the tactics. You've got to look at how our manager wants to set up. It doesn't suit Eze. Eze hasn't got the freedom, has he? Eze has to play that kind of role, that rigid role. And that's why you're not seeing the best out of Saka, because you're not seeing the best of Eze. When Odegaard's on form, Saka's on form. You know, so there's a problem in our attacking third. I still think there's a bit of a problem in our attacking third. But we are where we are. We're top of the league. We're flying. We're top of the Champions League, which is all good. Big up everyone in the chat. Make sure that you're smashing the likes. Make sure you're subbing. Really important to the channel. And respect to every single one of yous. The Lynch, Jam Boy, all of yous that have been in tonight. Absolute legends, guys. 100%. Total legends. Yeah, massive. But listen, I'm going to call it a night. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for all your comments. Tell E-Gale that. Who's E-Gale? Brilliant. 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 Good night, my friend. Stay safe. Stay well. Stay safe, everyone. Stay well. Be vigilant. It's a crazy world out there, people. It's a crazy world out there. And yeah, look after your loved ones. Yeah. Good night, my friend. Paul Nash, good night. All those that have been on the retro and that have come from the retro show, that have come over to the Arsenal huddle as well tonight. 100% absolute legends. Really appreciate it. Lynch, big up to you, sir. Always. Massive. Thank you very much indeed, Lynch. Top man. Top man, 100%. Keeps it real. Balanced. That's what I like about Lynch, man. He's balanced. He's balanced. Yeah. Big up, Lynch. Yeah, big up. Big up, Jimbo. Big up, my friend. Roll on the Sunderland. Make sure you join me on the Mingle tomorrow. Me and Numsky are back. We didn't do the Mingle last Wednesday. We are back tomorrow on the Mingle. We'll have a little chat. I'll get Numsky's view on the Burnley game and tonight's Champions League. And then we'll get into some fun. We'll have a look at merch. Apparently, we've got the old Arsenal merch coming out now. All the Christmas merch. Never know. There might be something in there for Lynch and Jam Boy. You know. Gunner since 98. Big up, my friend. The Doc. Bless up, my friend. Always. Another real one. Keep it real, my friend. Indy, good night, my friend. Bless up. Tough loss to Shane today. Oh, man, don't. Lynch, I forgot all about it. He swerved one, didn't he? You know, you saw what happened. I mean, no, you saw what happened on the retro, Lynch. You saw what that man done. He picked, his original pick of the week was the Yugoslavia, right? And the chat turned its nose up at it. So then he went on to Brazil. And then he picked a shirt from Brazil. I'd stuck with my Belgium shirt. I stuck with it. I could have gone Brazil, but I stuck with my Belgium shirt. But fair play to him. He got his tactics right. He got his tactics right, Lynch. And he's 4-3 up. But now I know what game he plays. Now I know what game he plays. We will see, Shane. If you're watching this back, Shaney, I'm after your sausages on your plate on your breakfast show, my friend. Yeah, I'm after it. I'm after it. Laugh out loud. Justice for Shane. Honestly, Taron, right? It was blatant. It was absolute blatant, right? He should have been red carded. He should have got penalty. He should have been sent off. His original kit was the Yugoslavia kit, right? The blue one with the white and all of that, yeah? The chat turned its nose up at it. So he then highlighted the Brazil team and he then picked a Brazil top as his pick of the week. And he won. Fair play to him. Listen, I'm not going to lose sleep over it. I might lose a couple of hours, but I'm not losing all night over it. The man's 4-3 up. I'm just happy to be in the mix because I was at one point, 2-0 down? Then I won 3 on the bounce. I'll get him. Don't worry about that. Big up BBK. Make sure you go and follow Taron. Make sure you follow Jez. Make sure you follow all the ones that are coming to me chat that's had a channel. The Belgium shirt should never have got beat. Paul Nash, 100%, my friend. You know it makes sense. Yeah. But is what it is. Is what it is. Don't worry. I'll get him. DJB, which player at Arsenal is most likely to say no to Arteta when he moves the cones during the training? Gabriel. I reckon Gabriel stands up to that manager many a time. Gabriel, I reckon. Subscribe to BBK. There it is. Proper mod, old Kawaii. Yeah. Switched it late. Dodgy. Dark arts from Shane. Lynch. Massive dark arts from Shane, man. Massive. He dived into the box. He dived in the box. He conned the ref. Yeah. There was a VAR decision at the end, but unfortunately the result stood and he's 4-3 up. What can I say? I hope he burns his breakfast in the morning. I have to watch the retro show. You got to watch the retro show. I think we've done 14 of them now. They're all on the playlist. They're just brilliant. We don't get many views, to be honest. But it's not about the views. It's just that we enjoy doing it, and it's an education. It's an absolute education. I educated some of the chat tonight about Reebok. Reebok was bred and born in Bolton in England. And then when it became more popular, it got sold to America. The company got sold to America and an American company bought Reebok. But originally, back in the 80s or late 70s, early 80s, Reebok was born and bred in Bolton in England. There you go. So the retro show, it's an education as well. It's not just about the kits. Is that Jez? What can I say? Jez, what can I say? You know it, brother. I know it. But Shane won 47-53. He got 53%. I got 47%. It was close, but he took a quick free kick, and I was caught cold. Waha, I think, did you voted for the Belgium kit, I think, didn't you? Or did you? I think no, you might have voted for the Brazilian one. Lynch voted for the Brazilian one. I'm pretty sure he did. It's all right, Lynch. We're still brothers, my friend. That's why the Wanderers had the Reebok kits. Makes sense. Yeah. That's why it's called the Reebok Stadium. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. That's where it was born. I don't think it's run by it's American brand now. Like everything, we sell everything in this country, don't we? Don't think we produce anything now. Can't even produce a sports manufacturer now, can we? Couldn't even keep Reebok. Can't believe it. Could not even. That's why the Reebok has got the Union Jack flag. You know the Reebok Classics, where it's got Reebok on the side of the trainer. Before it's got Reebok, or it used to have when I used to buy them, used to have like the little Reebok Union Jack flag, and then it had Reebok. See, Lynch? Brothers in arms, mate. Dire Straits settings. Dire Straits settings, my friend. Brothers in arms. Always. Yeah? Brothers in arms. There you go. I think Waha voted for the Brazilian top. But Waha, listen, no problem. Still brothers, still my bro. No bad feelings, but Shane did did swerve one. He swerved one, but that's fine. That's fine. But no, all seriousness though, I do love the retro show. It was something that we done, and I just love it. So I've got to pick out some. I'll be hosting that next week. I will be showing the Portuguese kit because we didn't show the Portugal kit tonight. So I'll be doing that. So I'll say I'll get my head around it. Still a few kits I want to highlight. There's quite a lot on there that we haven't gone through. So it should be a good one. People. But listen, it's been an absolute blast. Thank you for the late night chat. Arsenal, top of the league, second in the Champions League behind Bayern. Long way to go yet. It is only November. Long way to go. A lot of football. A lot of things can turn around. And the thing is with football, it can easily turn quickly. And even those people that support Arteta, if he was sitting here now, he'd say the same thing. As much as quickly you can be up, you can be down. Couple of injuries, couple of bad decisions, anything can happen. So feet on the ground, keep it real, keep moving forward. Come on, you Gunners. Yeah, come on, you Gunners. That's all we want. Come on. Can you imagine it? Oh, my days. If we win that Premiership, if we win the Champions League, I won't, honestly, I won't be around for weeks. I don't know. I'll be dancing in the street for weeks if we win that Champions League. Never won it. Never seen us win it. Never won the Champions League. I've seen us win premierships, everything. Never won the Champions League. There's 2 cups I want to win in my lifetime. Arsenal win the Champions League. England win the World Cup. That's it. I'll go and that's it. I'll give up watching football after that. If England won the World Cup and Arsenal won the Champions League, I'd happy to go and watch rowing or something like that, or cycling, or gymnastics, anything. I'd be complete. My whole football fan world would be complete if that was the case. Yeah, if I never watched another game of football in my life after that, I wouldn't be bothered. England win the World Cup and Arsenal win the Champions League. What more could you ask for? That'd be it. Done. Yeah. David C, my friend, how you doing? Hope life is well. I suppose it's piping hot where you are. You got your shorts and your t-shirt on. Yeah. Everything's good. Probably got blue skies and everything. Big up, my friend. Hope you're well, brother. Hope you're well. Yeah, that's all you want. I think one of the questions, though, that people ask me a lot is, would you take England to win the World Cup or Arsenal to win the Champions League? And I do shock a lot of people with my answer. It shocks them. And I always say England to win the World Cup. Because I've never seen it in my lifetime. Most of the football fans that I know have never seen it in their lifetime. And one thing that would bring all the fans together, because we're all football fans across the world, across England. We're all football fans, whether you support Sheffield Wednesday, Sheffield United, Spurs, Millwall, West Ham. We're all football fans. We just support different teams. But one thing we all have in common, and one thing that we would all be united together with, is England winning the World Cup and London bathed in football fans all across the country. All the cities around the UK will be bathed in football fans, all united together. How magical would that be? Look at that Champs-Élysées when France won the World Cup. You had St Etienne fans, PSG fans, Nice fans. Didn't matter. Didn't matter. They was all partying together. Imagine it. Be amazing. Nice hot summer's night. Oh, it'd be brilliant. England world champions. It'd piss a lot of people off, wouldn't it? Can you imagine it? I'd love it. Enjoying some really nice weather. 24 degrees, low humidity. Wow. Honestly, it's dull, miserable, windy, drizzly, raining. Wouldn't say it's cold here at the moment, but always England for me. Can you imagine it? Oh, it'd be amazing, wouldn't it? Be absolutely amazing. Yeah. But I like to see all the home nations do well, to be honest with you. I wouldn't like to see Wales or Scotland or Ireland and that win the World Cup. Of course you won't, because that's rivalry, isn't it? But I like to see them qualify. I think it's nice to have all your, because we're all associated somewhere. If we're born in the British Isles, we've all got some sort of. We can always say, "Oh, like my nan or my great granddad was Scottish," or blah blah blah. But I'll be honest with you, I like seeing it all. I loved it when Ireland qualified for the World Cup that time. Northern Ireland, Republic of Ireland, Scotland, Wales. Yeah. Yeah, if they all qualify, it's brilliant. But obviously I want England to win the World Cup. Ain't going to happen. It's not going to happen. Tommy Tooks won't be winning that World Cup. That makes sense. Arsenal have a chance to win the Champions League the following year. World Cup is every 4 years. Absolutely, Lynch. The reason why, honestly, I couldn't have said it better myself. We have a chance of winning the Champions League pretty much every season. But it's only every 4 years. Every 4 years. And you're 4 years older. So my next World Cup after 2026, I'll be in my early 60s. Do you know what I mean? And then I'll be like me in my late 60s. Then I'll be in my 70s. And I'm thinking like, come on, bro, win the World Cup, for God's sake. Time's running out. You know what I mean? I've got 4 cracks of the whip to win the Champions League before the next World Cup comes round, Lynch. I think Tooks could win. England are in good stacks. Yeah. I mean, listen, we're up there. We're definitely up with. I think we're in with the top, 6, 7 teams for the World Cup. I think Spain, Argentina, obviously. I don't think the Brazil team was strong this year. I think it's open. I think if the teams get on a good run, have a bit of luck, I think there's a few teams that have got a chance of winning it, and I think we're up with them. I think we're in with that kind of winning it. But the problem is it's mentality, isn't it? You know what England's like at anything. We get people through to Wimbledon finals and we bottle it. Look at the Ashes coming up. I love my cricket, love it. I'll be watching the Ashes, right? But I know for a fact we probably won't win the Ashes. We won't win the Ashes because a lot of it's mentality. Do you know what I mean? It's a mentality thing. I don't know what it is. Argentina or Spain? Yeah, it's going to be tough. We will be doing some World Cup things on the channel. We'll be doing some match reactions, England and groups. Oh, before I go, because I should have gone, shouldn't I? I should have gone by now, right? Just a quick check. If you've not checked it recently and you're in my fantasy football league, there's a certain person that's climbing the table. Not saying who it is, Lynch, but there is a certain person that is climbing the table in the fantasy football league. Told you. I did tell you I'll be coming. I'll be coming to get yous. Big up, my friends. Right, I'm going to go. Listen, see you all tomorrow. Have a nice, peaceful evening. Get some sleep. Look after your loved ones. Take care, everyone. Thank you very much. It's been an absolute pleasure. You're all legends. Honestly, what can I say? Cheers, people. Stay safe. See you soon. Big up to everyone. Bye.